Today, I'm going to be upgrading the ceiling fan in our bathroom. We've been wanting to upgrade this old ceiling fan for a while now. So luckily we got this ceiling fan sent to us to make a video about. This is a paid post. This thing's pretty nice. Comes with a remote control. It's got a lot of features on here. You can adjust the fan speeds here. There's number 1, not too loud. Go all the way up here to number 6. This thing really puts out a lot of air. That's pretty nice. You can also adjust the brightness of the lights here. It's got a dimmer on it, so we can lower the brightness. And then you can change the colors here. It's got some different color options. A little bit of a blue light there. So it's got like 3 different color features there, so that's pretty cool. And then it's also got a timer on here, a 1 hour or a 2 hour timer. And then there's another thing it can do too. You can point your camera at this QR code right here, and then you can download an app to control it on your phone. Once you get into the app, then you can really adjust it. It's got a lot of features. You can like slowly adjust the brightness of the light. You can slowly adjust the speed of the fan. So this thing's pretty versatile. But this thing didn't install itself. Let me go ahead and show you how I got our old fan out of here and how I got this new one up here. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first thing I need to do is to take this old fan out of here. This old fan's going to be a little challenging to remove. I unscrewed this here, but I can't get in here to detach anything. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the blades there so that I can take this cover off and then see what I need to do to take this fan down. Okay, I got this off here, and this is not like a normal ceiling fan where you would just pull it off. It's screwed in here. So I got some screws there to take off to get this ceiling fan off of here. So we'll just get out the Phillips head screwdriver and finish taking this off. Okay, I got this unscrewed right here. So this is just hanging on by the clip here. And then the old wiring, we had blue going to the red, black going to the black, white going to the white, and then we had green going to the ground there. The wiring on the new fan is going to be a little bit different, but those are our main wires. We got our red wire, our black wire, our white wire, and then we got our green there. All right, now just make sure you got all your electricity turned off here so that you can go ahead and disconnect this. Okay, now this thing will just come off here now that I got the wires disconnected. Just slide that off of there. Take the fan off. And then this bracket here is not going to work with the new fan, so I'll have to take it off, but I'll keep those 2 screws there because I can screw into that box there to hold the fan in place. All right, now we'll just go ahead and take this one down. This is the light right here. It's got a light all the way around it, and it's got the fan inside here, and this thing's just the right size. It should fit up there really nice. To get started with the fan, you unscrew these right here. There's 3 of them on here. Once you clear all 3 of those, then you can take this off and you can get to the wiring underneath here. So we got all of our wiring and our hook here. This thing came with a little bag of hardware. You got some different screws in here that you can use and some drywall anchors and stuff to attach it. It even came with some little gloves here. I'm going to go ahead and use the hardware that I had in the ceiling. Your situation may be a little bit different, but these are the ones I'm going to use. You can see they got some different screws in here that may work for your situation. And yeah, it comes with some nice little gloves there, so when you're installing it, you don't get your fingerprints on the light. To figure out the wiring here, you need to know what you have here. So for our wiring setup, this white one here is the neutral, and then this black and this red are for the light switches and the fan switches. So we're only going to connect to one of them. So we're going to cap off this red one here, and then we're going to use the black one for our power. And then this copper wire here is going to be our ground. On the directions here, they have the wires labeled. The white one is the neutral, and then the black one is the L for the load. So you can see in here, the black one would be L for load, so we can go straight to the black with that one. And then the white one here is neutral, so we can connect to the white one at our house here. And then the green one is our ground, so we can connect that there. And then it's also got a safety latch here to hold it in place while we do the wiring. So that's pretty nice. All right, so I got the red one capped off and pushed up in here. So now I just got my white neutral wire and then my black load wire, which is the hot wire. And then I got the ground here, this copper wire. So I'll just put this bracket on here and then I'll connect these wires to the fan. All right, I got this screwed in here, but these were just going into drywall. I didn't hit any studs or anything. So I'm going to take this back off and put some drywall anchors in there. Your ceiling may be different. If you have wood here or you're going into a stud, you won't have the same issue. All right, I got the area marked here where I drilled those holes in. You can use the existing anchors that came with it, or you can use your own. I have some different drywall anchors that I like to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put my own in there. Since I had to redo this, I decided to add some washers. So I put some washers on here. So I just made sure those were lined up as well as that part there. So that was the tricky part, making sure everything was lined up first. Now that I put these new screws in here with the drywall anchors, it's a lot more secure. So that should be a lot stronger to hold everything into place. You might not need to do that. Like I said, this is just because I got drywall here and there wasn't a stud to attach to. So all I had was these two screws in here, and then this thing was a little bit floppy. Now that this is nice and tight, it should hold the ceiling fan up here really good. Comes with a safety latch. You just push that safety latch into there, and then that holds it in place while you connect your wires. So that's pretty nice there. It's got something to hold it here snug with this wire here. Okay, I got this hooked up here. For me, the L was black, same with my house here, and the neutral was white, and the same with my house here, so I was just able to connect those. The ground is a little short, so I'm going to connect that one last, and then I'll just screw this in here. All right, well, I'm almost done. Okay, I got it installed. The issue I was having is there's a control box in there, and you had to move it around and rotate the fan in the right direction so that you could push that up against the ceiling and not have the control box bumping into the wires. So once I position that around, the control box goes all the way up there to the ceiling and touches flush, and then the wires need to be pushed off to the side. And if you do that, then you'll be able to latch it on there, and then there's some safety screws you can screw in there to make it nice and snug. Those safety screws right there. You got 3 of those. I got the remote control mounted to the wall here. All right, so we got a power button there. You heard it beep. And I'll go ahead and hit the light. And now we got the light on there. And then to turn the fan on, I'll just hit the one button there. And now we can see the fan going. So that's at 1. And then we'll go up here to the middle. So there's the middle. And then I'll max it out here at 6. It's got 6 speeds on here. So yeah, that puts out a lot of air. And then it's got a timer on here, 1 hour or 2 hours. And then it's got brightness for the light, a minus and a plus here. So do the plus and make it really bright in here. Or do the minus. And then make the light really dim. So that's pretty nice. There's also an app for your phone. If you haven't used the QR code before, you just open up your camera and then you'll point it at the QR code, and then it'll give you the option to click on it, and it'll take you to your app store to where you can download the app. Okay, first thing you do here is you switch on the power on your light switch there for the fan. It's got the directions here on the app. This is kind of nice. There's a little bar there for the light, so you can move that down and then it lowers your light. So you can get like really sensitive dimness there, or go all the way with the buttons. So yeah, it's got a pretty nice little app with it too.